Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to my Madina book 2 series. Today I'm going to do lesson number 4. This lesson is very small and there is nothing much to learn in this lesson, but still there are 4 main topics as you can see on the screen. So the first topic in this lesson is attaching the verb with the damirs, and the damirs are of two kinds: the first category damir and the second category damir. So the first category damir is attached with the nouns, with the particles and with verbs, and the second category damir attaches only and only with the verbs. So I will discuss both of them. Secondly, you are going to learn about the sister of inna, that is li anna. Before I discussed about the sister of inna, there are a lot of sister of inna, just like la alla, uh, laita, then the ka anna, but there is also li anna. So the information about li anna is that some grammarians, they consider li anna as the sister of inna, since it follows the same rules of sister inna, that is making mubtada into mansub and khabar into marfu. So that's why some grammarians consider li anna as sister of inna, but some of the grammarians, they don't consider li anna as the sister of inna. But nevertheless, since it follows the rule of sister of inna, we will do as it is in the lesson. Means affecting the mubtada into and making it into mansub case. So we will follow that only. And then comes using ma and la, the tool of negation. In this lesson, only ma is introduced, but I have also covered with la, because it's good to know that in present tense, how do you negate a sentence in present. So it's good when you are learning about the past tense, you should also learn about the present. So both these tools are used for negation, one for past tense, the other for present tense. Then last of all, answering the questions. How the question is asked, you have to answer that question accordingly with naam and bala. So let's now go on to the damirs attaching with the verbs. So let's do the first kind of damir, that is the first category damir that attaches with nouns, particles, and verbs. So here you can see the first category damir, that is and it also attaches with three things. Remember, it attaches itself with three things, that is the nouns, any noun, and particles, that is inna, harf jar. All these kind of damirs that you are seeing here can be attached with particles and verbs also. And verbs, why do they attach with verbs? When you use the verb and you want to denote an object, but you cannot use a noun, instead you're using a damir. So damir comes in the position of maful bihi, then these kind of damirs are attached with the verb when it comes in the position of maf'ul bihi. So first let's see what kind of damirs are those. So the first person, we use ya mutakallim. Ya mutakallim, when you want to say that this is my book. And noon al-fa'ilin, the name of this damir noon with alif is known as noon al-fa'ilin. In Arabic grammar, you should know the damirs by name. And this noon al-fa'ilin is the only damir that is used for nahnu, and that's why it is a bit different, noon with alif. So because there are a lot of noons here, as you can see here, noon with shadda, so this is different. Here there is also noon with shadda. So this noon is different and only used for nahnu, and it's called noon al-fa'ilin. Fa'ilin is jama mudhakkar, that means lot of people involved in doing the action. So when you want to say my book, so kitab plus ya mutakallim will give you kitabi with a kasra below the ba. Now one thing you need to keep in mind, that whenever you have to attach ya mutakallim with any noun, if the noun happens to be in marfu case, if the noun happens to be in mansoob or majroor case, even then the ba will be forced to take a kasra just because ya mutakallim has been attached. Because ya mutakallim goes hand in hand with kasra. You cannot put a ba over the the dhamma over the ba, because in that case you cannot say kitabui. It's totally wrong. It's totally wrong to say kitabui. You have to place a kasra below the ba in order to say kitabi. And you cannot say kitabai with the fatha. It's totally wrong. Whenever you have to attach a ya mutakallim, you need to give a kasra on the last letter of the noun. So this is how you go along with ya mutakallim. The moment you attach noon al-fi'lin, this rule does not apply to any other damir. The rule is only for the ya mutakallim. Now, here you can see the last letter ba is having a dhamma, and then noon al-fi'lin is attached. So why there is a kasra over the noon? The fatha over the noon, because of the long vowel here. And as you know, the moment long vowel comes, the previous letter goes along with the corresponding haraka. So kitabuna, that means our book. And now this is the second person damir, that means for the mukhatibs. If you want to say that this is your book, so for the male it's ka. So I have given the the examples here, as you can see the examples in the screen here. Ka. Now you want to say your book, male, kitabuka. So here you can see the damir, the dhamma over the ba. So the noun is in marfu case. In case if the noun is in mansub fatha, so instead of dhamma you will give a fatha, and that will be kitabaka. And if it's in majroor case, so it will be kitabika. So here there is no such rules like ya mutakallim. Now, if you want to say kitabu ki, to the singular feminine, so you will say kitabuki or kitabaki or kitabiki. And now you want to say for the duals, and this dual works for both male and female because we are in mukhatib. That means you can see visibly the two duals. Either it can be male male, it can be female female, or it can be male and female. So it works for all the three categories. So kitabukuma, kitabakuma, kitabikuma. And then when you come for the male plural, so that's kitabukum, kitabakum, kitabikum. And now you have come for the feminine plural, kitabukunna, kitabakunna, or kitabikunna in majroor case. So that's how you go along with the damirs. Now remember, whenever you come across the ka type of damirs, remember it can attach with the noun or the particles. And in case it's attached with the verbs, remember the damir, which is the first category damir, that is the ka, ki, kuma, kum, kunna, or ya, or noon, fa'ilin. If they are attached with the verb, know that it's in the position of maf'ulun bihi. Inshallah, that will, the moment it comes in the lesson, I will explain. So that's the second person damirs attached with the nouns. And now the third person. In the third person, as you can see, the damirs are not changed. That's the simple type of damir. Hu, ha, huma, hum, and hunna. So as I said, this will work with all of the three ones. That means male, male, or feminine, feminine, or male or female, hum and hunna. So here's how you will attach the third type of damir ghaib damirs with the nouns. Kitabuhu or kitabahu or kitabihi. Now in this case, there is a simple thing that you need to remember. As in majroor case, the moment the last letter takes a kasra, kitabi, So what happens with the who? The dhamma changes to kasra just because the ba has a kasra in majroor case, so it goes along with the sound. Just like the ya mutakallim forces the ba to take a kasra, here the mirha doesn't force the ba when it has a dhamma or when it has a fatha. It only forces or goes along with the kasra. So if it has kita ba with the fatha, it goes along with the fatha, kitabahu. Only when it comes with kasra, then only it changes its dhamma to kasra. But it doesn't mean that this damir is mu'rab. Mu'rab means it can change its kasra. It's just going along with the kasra of the ba. But the damirs are always mabni. That means they are fixed. Here, if you see a change in the damir, that doesn't mean that it has become morab. It is still mabni. You will still say the damirs are mabni. Similarly, when it comes to ha, this is for the feminine, kitabuha, it will not change into kasra when it comes to kitabi. So when it comes to kitabi, it cannot be kitabihiha because it's coming with the long vowel, so it will always remain with the fatha. Kitabiha or kitabaha or kitabuha. So the ha is not going to change. Now when it comes to huma and hum and hunna, so all these three and the who, all these four damirs will change with the kasra. For example, let me just erase all this. Now when it comes to huma, in this case what happens, the moment a kasra has come, for example kitabuhuma, so it remains with the dhamma, and when it comes with the fatha it remains with dhamma, the ha remains with dhamma. That means kitabuha, kitabuhuma, kitabahuma. Now when it comes with kasra, kitabi, so what happens with huma? It changes with kasra, kitabihima. Same happens with the hum. If it's a dhamma, it remains with ha, remains with dhamma. Kitabuhum, kitabahum. When ba has a fatha, it remains with dhamma. Kitabahum. When it comes with kasra, kitabi, what happens? It changes to kasra, kitabihim. Same thing happens with hunna. When it comes with kasra, kitabi, it changes to hinna. And from hunna it changes to hinna just because ba has a kasra. So if you see the changes in kasra and dhamma, doesn't mean it's mu'rab. Doesn't mean it can change. Still the damirs are mu'rab. It's just because it goes along with the sound. So this is all the details about the first category damir. Here you see. Now coming along to the damir, second type of damirs. So let's do that. So here we have second category damirs. Now these are the damirs that only and only attaches with the verbs. These type of damirs cannot attach with nouns. They cannot attach with the particles. This only and only attaches with the verbs. So there are three: mutakallim, mukhatib and ghaib, just like before we did. Now let's see what kind of damirs are there in mutakallim. For ana, we have two. For ana, it's 2. And then for nahnu, we have noon al-fa'ilin. And then it's called noon al-fa'ilin. I have given the name. For example, here I have taken the verb dhahaba just like in the lesson. But there are something that you should know about all these verbs when you attach with the second category damir, and these are all past tense damir. Since the present tense damir is not included in this lesson, that's why I'm not including the present tense damir here. Otherwise it will be very confusing and it will be impossible to follow this also. So let's just stick on the past tense damirs right now. So past tense, I have taken dhahaba, the verb dhahaba, and when you attach the to with the dhahaba, actually the verb is the, ha, and ba. So you can see the fatha, fatha, fatha. So this is the triliteral verb. And all the triliteral verb that is called the fail mujarrad. Mujarrad means the three-letter root word. It cannot change. This is something fixed. The fatha, fatha, fatha is fixed. And this is the past tense verb. So when you want to attach the to with the past tense verb, what happens? You attach with the mir at the end of the verb as a suffix. It comes as a suffix. Remember that past tense damirs are always suffix to the past tense. And there is one more thing, and that is the sukoon over the last letter of the verb. Here you can see there is a fatha over the ba. But the moment you attach to the mir, the ba changes the fatha to sukoon. Dhahabtu. Now the verb you pronounce as dhahabtu. So this is the rule. Whenever you attach the second category damir, that is the tu, na, and here you can see the ta, ti, tuma, tum, tunna, all these damir, when you attach with the past tense verb, you need to put the sukoon over the last letter of the verb, that is the ba. So now it becomes dhahabtu. And what does it mean, dhahabtu? I went. Now you want to say we went. Simple, you need to attach the noon al fa'ilin, dhahabna. And keeping in mind the ba, the last letter of the fail or the verb, gets a sukoon. Dhahabna. Dhahabna. Now let's check the mukhatib ones. So now we're coming to the mukhatib. We have for anta, the ta, anti, the ti. So basically what is happening? The last part of the separate damirs have been taken as the damir, that is the tuma, ta, ti, tuma, tum, tunna. So the last part has been taken as the damir for mukhatib. So you can see ta, ti, tuma, tum, and tunna. Now you want to attach it with the verb dhahaba. So now what is happening? Dhahabta. So you can see the sukoon. Pay attention on the structure when you are attaching the damir with the past tense verb. Dhahabta, dhahabti, dhahabtuma, dhahabtum, and dhahabtunna. So it's really very easy. You just need to change the fatha of the verb here from sukoon, from fatha to sukoon, and attaching all these mukhatib damirs to the verb. So you get dhahabta, you went, dhahabti, you went for female singular, dhahabtuma, you two went, and dhahabtum, you all went, dhahabtunna, you all went for the feminine plural. Now let's check the ghaibs. What happens in the ghaib? There is a simple change in ghaib. So let's see first. Huwa, we don't have any damir for the huwa. It's called damir mustatir. I forgot to give the name here. So it's called damir mustatir. What do you mean by damir mustatir? Damir mustatir means hidden pronoun. Hidden pronoun. And where do you find the hidden pronoun, Hova? It's hidden in the past tense verb dhahaba. Dhahaba. So the pronoun Hova you will not see visibly attached after dhahaba. It's hidden in this past tense, hidden in this past tense. And when you say dhahaba, use the verb dhahaba. If I say a sentence like for example, if I say that um, he went to the school, so it will be dhahaba ilal madrasati. Madrasati. So that means, what will you translate in English? That means there is a he hidden in this past tense. So you will say he went. Whenever you will translate the verb as a past tense, you will translate as he went. So this pronoun he is hidden in this past tense. He went to the school. So that's what is meant by the hidden pronoun. That's Hova is hidden in the past tense Zahaba. And what about here? The ta tanis is just a sign of femininity. I will explain about ta tanis. But before that, the here pronoun is also hidden in the verb dhahaba. So one may ask, what is this ta tanis doing? It's known as the ta tanis with the sukun. The recognition point of the ta tanis is it always comes with a sukun over it. The moment you see the ta with a sukun over it after the past tense verb, know that it is the sign of femininity. I will explain here in detail the sign of femininity for the nouns. Remember, the sign of femininity for the nouns is different, and that is the ta marbuta, the alif makhsura, and alif mamduda. Alif mamduda means alif and hamza when it comes at the end of the noun. For example, as-sama, sama'u. So there is alif mamduda. Salma, or you can say there are a lot of nouns, but right now I can't remember. And the tamarbuta, you know, whenever you see tamarbuta in any of the nouns, you know that it's feminine. So all these three signs of femininity are only for the nouns. And what about the verb? What about the verb? How do you know that this verb is being used for a singular feminine? The ta tanis. This is the sign of femininity in verbs only. So when ta tanis is used with the verb, that is, if you can see here, dhahabat. So now you can see the ta tanis is being used with dhahaba. That means now this verb dhahaba is being used for a feminine singular, and that she is not present in front of me. So now you can see the fatha over the ba is intact. It's not changed to sukun. You know in Arabic that two sukuns cannot come together. This is also a tajweed rule. So the fatha over the ba is still intact. So it's now dhahabat. But we will say that the hiya pronoun is hidden in the verb dhahaba. That is also damir mustatir. Okay, so here hidden damir or hidden damir mustatir. So in past tense we have two hidden pronouns, that is huwa and hiya. Remember, this is very important. In past tense we have two hidden pronouns, huwa and hiya. That's it. Now coming to huma. What is the damir for huma? The alif tells us for the duality, that it's being used for the male dual. Yes, when we come to ghaib past tense damirs, there is two damirs, one for male and one for female. So first of all, for male there is alif, and the name for that is aliful ithnain, representing two. Ithnain means two. Aliful ithnain. The name of the damir is aliful ithnain, used for male. What happens when we want to represent duality for the feminine, Huma? The ta comes in. And here the ta tanis, this is the same ta tanis that I've been talking about, but now here it's with sukun. And as I told you, ta tanis is always recognized with the sukun, but why is it coming with the fatha here? This is the same ta tanis because now it's attached with the long vowel alif. And as you know, by rule, whenever long vowel is coming, the previous letter will have a fatha corresponding haraka. It goes along with the fatha. So that's why this tatanis is coming with fatha. So anytime you want to attach this damir, you will attach with the ta if it's been talking about two feminines. What about whom? When we come to whom, the damir is waw al jama, known as waw al jama. This waw represents plural male jama. So it's called waw al jama because the plural for the feminine is something different. So the damir for male jama is waw al jama. The damir's name is waw al jama. So there are names. You should memorize the names of the damirs. When we denote the feminine plural, that is for the ghaibs, we are doing the ghaibs, it's called noonun niswa. Niswa means plural. Niswa means women. And how do you recognize this noon with this noon? This noon for mukhatib has a fatha and a shadda, but this noon comes with only a fatha. But there are a lot of noons in the mirs. If we do the present tense, there are a lot of noons with fatha. So how will you recognize this noon is noon niswa? You will check the previous letter and it will always have a sukoon over it. So this is very important point about recognizing noon niswa. And I have given the example here as dhahabna. The moment you attach the verb with noon niswa, the ba will have a sukoon. And this will tell you that this noon with fatha is the damir for feminine plural in ghaib. This noon niswa comes in the ghaib. Okay. Now let's check the examples for the verbs I have given here for the ghaibs, how it looks like. Dhahaba, there is no suffix of the damir, so you know the huwa is hidden inside dhahaba. Dhahabat, most of the students, they get confused and they say that this ta tanis is damir. The ta tanis is not a damir. Mark this, the ta tanis is not a damir. It is just a sign of femininity. As I explained here, the sign of femininity for nouns, sign of femininity for the verbs is ta tanis. But where is the damir? The damir is hidden inside the verb dhahaba. What damir is hidden? Hiya. So in past tense ghaibs, we have only two pronouns hidden for huwa and hiya. Huwa and hiya. Then coming to the duals for male. This is for male. Dhahaba. The alif of duality shows two male duals. Ba intact with fatha right now because coming with the long vowel alif. Dhahabata, the ba, fatha of the ba intact. The ta tanis here is having a fatha, as I told you, coming with the long vowel. But still this ta is ta tanis, sign of femininity. Dhahabata, all having a fatha here. As if I just remove this, you can see clearly. Now for the male plural. Dhahabu. Now you can see the fatha is removed and the dhamma has come. Why? Who is intelligent here to tell me why the dhamma is here? Because the long vowel wow has come here. So the long vowel wow goes along with the dhamma. The previous letter has corresponding harakas, matches with the long vowel. So that's why it's changed to dhamma. Dhahabu. And this vowel jama tells you that lot of male plurals. dhahabna. The moment we come for feminine plural, this sukoon gives you the surety, the proof that the noon fatha is the damir noon niswa. Dhahabna, a lot of feminine women went. So this is all about the past tense damirs. Now let's do the next topic in this lesson. Now let's see or learn about the sister of Inna. So there are a lot of sister of Inna as I've spoken in my previous videos. So in this lesson, Li Anna has come. So I introduced the similar looking sister of Inna, Lakinna and Lakin. So Lakin is also there, and there are a little bit of difference between all these. So let's check first of all about Lakin. What is the difference between lakin and lakinna? As you can see, lakin, the last letter is having a sukoon over the noon. So this lakin means but. And why there is two kinds of lakin? This lakin is simple. It does not make any changes on the coming noun. So if you use with the jumla ismiya, it's not going to change mubtada into ism lakin. It is just used in a sentence as lakin. It is simple, does not have any rules. So lakin also means but, and it doesn't change anything, any harakas in the sentence. Now coming to lakinna, it also means but, and the difference is the noon is having a shadda and the fatha. So this does make a change in the sentence from noun, in the noun from dhamma to fatha, and the mubtada is now known as ism lakinna, and the khabar comes, the khabar is now known as the khabar lakinna. So yes, this is the sister of inna, and it does bring some changes on jumla ismiya. And then comes the li anna. The li anna means because, and the noon is also having a shadda and a fatha, and the lam with the kasra, li anna. So this is actually the combination of li harf jar plus anna. So this is the combination of two particles. Li anna means because. And this does make changes similarly as the inna does. It makes mubtada into ism li anna and khabar into khabar li anna. But as I told you, some grammarians accept it as sister of inna and some does not. So it doesn't make any difference for us. We will just follow the rules of sister of inna for li anna. Knowing about the particles of negation, there are two particles ma used in negating in the past sentences, and la is used in negating the present. So this is the only information about these two tools for negation. And now let's do the last topic that is in this lesson we have. Let's quickly go through this. Answering a simple question, when it's a simple question with Hamzatul Istifham. It's whenever a question is asked with Hamzatul Istifham, ذهبت إلى المدرسة, that means are you going to the school? You will say, this is a simple question with Hamzatul Istifham saying ذهب ذهبت. So ذهبت إلى المدرسة. So what will be your answer? Madrasati, that is, are you going to the school? If you see a question mark, you will say no. Simple. This is a simple question. But what about if it's being asked with interrogation? If the question is in interrogation, you will answer that question with surety, bala, and bala means of course. Yes, yes, sure, I'm going to school. You are answering yes, sure. If I ask you, are you going to the school? Like I'm interrogating you, so you will answer in conformity, in surety. Yes, yes, I am going to school. So we will check the examples in the lesson, inshallah, for this. Now let's do the lesson number 4 in Madina book. Starting with the lesson number 4, Ad-Dars al-Rabi. So this is a conversation between Yusuf and Ibrahim after exchanging the greetings, the Islamic greetings, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Then wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bik. Ahlan wa sahlan means welcome. Wa marhaban means greeting to you. Bika means to you. And as I told you, the first category pronoun is attached with the harf jar and inna. So you can see there is a harf jar here ba, and the first category ka damir is used with the harf jar, and this is from the mukhatib group you. Ya Khali, kaifa halak? Ya Khal means maternal uncle. Khali, now as I told you that the first category pronoun is attached with the noun, harf, jar and inna. So this is noun. Noun, Khali. Khal means maternal uncle. And plus the damir. So this is ya mutakallim from the mutakallim group. That means my uncle. Kaifa halak. So this is how are you? Halak. So you can see the kaf damir is attached with the noun. And la'allaka bi khairin. So la'alla is one of the sisters of inna. So the first category pronoun can be attached with the harf la'allaka. Perhaps I hope that you are good, fine. Bi khairin. So whenever there is a khabar la'alla or khabar inna, I mean the khabar la'alla, not the inna, but khabar la'alla. So there is an extra ba. This is called ba zaida. It doesn't have any work, but it comes for with the khabar of la'alla or khabar of laysa. So there you can find this ba zaida bi khairin. That means I hope you are good. Yusuf says Alhamdulillah in answering the question of Ibrahim. Yusuf is the maternal uncle of Ibrahim. So Yusuf answers back to him as Alhamdulillah. Aina abuka. So this is noun and plus damir. So what kind of damir? This is from the first category damir, from ya mutakallim, noon, fa'ilin, then kaki, kumakum, kunna. Aina abuka, where is your father? Ya Ibrahim. So he's asking, where is your father? Ibrahim said, Dhahaba ila suqi. Now the dhahaba is the past tense. Now if you translate this sentence, how are you going to translate? Since there is a past tense and there is no damir. Simple. When you see the past tense used for a single person, like Ibrahim is talking about his father, he didn't use the noun abi. He didn't use my father went to souk. He just said ذهب ila suqi. So when you translate this into English, you know that the he pronoun is hidden in it. So this is called what I explained in the damir for ghayabs. Huwa and hiya. The huwa is hidden in the past tense dhahaba. So when you translate this into English, you will say he went to the market. You cannot say went to the market. You will say he went to the market. So this is from the ghayabs. He or huwa is hidden in the past tense. Yusuf says, Wa aina ummuk? Ummuka or ummuk, where is your mother? So you can see this is noun and the mir. So here you can see Wa aina ummuk. So Ibrahim says dhahabat. Now this tanis that you are seeing here is not the damir for the feminine. It's the sign of femininity. Dhahaba, as you can see, the fatha intact, the ba with the fatha. As I told you, there can't be two sukoons. So this is the sign of femininity, showing that the fail madi has been used for singular feminine. Dhahabat. So the fatha over the ba is still intact. Dhahabat ila khalati. Now, as I told you, the ya mutakallim, your noun is khala, means maternal auntie. The moment ya mutakallim is attached to a noun, the previous letter ta is forced to have a kasra here, just because ya mutakallim goes along with kasra. Khalati. One may say that there is a harf jar before khala, that's why the ta is having a kasra. Even though if you see a harf jar before the noun, which is attached with the ya mutakallim, in Arab you cannot say that it is just because of the, it is in the position of ism majroor, but still it is having kasra just because of the ya mutakallim, because ya mutakallim is forcing the ta to take the kasra. So there is the more action of the ya mutakallim than the harf jar. Ila khalati Zainaba. So what is the name of khala, means maternal auntie of Ibrahim? Zainab. Why is it with fatha? Because ila khalati Zainab. So this is in the is majroor case, and that's why, as you know, the feminine nouns are all ghair munsarif. They cannot accept kasra. So instead of having a kasra in majroor case, they will show their position in majroor case by a fatha, since they are all feminine names. So this is the rule for the feminine names only. Yusuf wa aina ikhwatuka. Ikhwa. So this is not akhawat. Akhawat spelling is different, and ikhwa is the plural for akh. So there is two plurals of akh. One is ikhwatun and the other one is ikhwan. Ikhwanun. So ikhwa also means brothers and ikhwan also means brother. Now this is noun plus damir. So you can see the first category pronouns are being attached with the noun. Aina ikhwatuka means where are your brothers. So now ikhwa means a plural brothers is being asked in question. So Ibrahim, how does he answer? He takes the past tense verb as the vowel jama, because those brothers are not in front of him. He is not mukhatib to his brothers. They are all ghaib. So he uses vowel jama. Dhahabu. And what one may ask, what is this extra alif doing here after the vav? This alif is actually coming to show you that this is the long vowel or the damir attached. It's not the spelling of the verb. So that's the purpose of this alif, and it is known as alif of protection. ذهبوا إلى الجامعة. So they all went to Jamia, the university. His brothers all went to the university. Yusuf says, means his maternal uncle is asking Ibrahim, وَأَيْنَ أَخَوَاتُكَ. Now this is for sisters. Akhawat. See, the spelling is different. Fatha, 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 and there is an alif and ta. That means this is Jama Muannas. Ikhwa, there is a sukoon, and here akhawat. So both are different. Where are your sisters? So now when he wants to say about his sisters, those are not present in front of him, what does he do? He uses the pronoun noon niswa. Noon niswa comes in the ghaib group. Remember, how do you recognize it's noon niswa? The previous letter will have a sukoon before it. So ذهبنا إلى المدرسة. They all went to the school. I mean his sisters all went to the school. So you can see how the pronouns are used, and here in this lesson only past tense pronouns are used. So I have only mentioned the past tense pronouns. Inshallah, when present tense pronoun comes in the coming lessons, I will explain about that also. So Yusuf says, Amma dhahabta ila al-madrasati al-yawma. So now there is a questioning tool of Hamzatul Istifham. And now again there is a questioning tool again. So that means he is now more curious, more interrogating. The maternal uncle is more curious. So see, the tone of questioning is changed now. أما ذهبت إلى المدرسة اليوم? So he's very curious about Yusuf, that you didn't go to school when your sisters have gone to school. What are you doing here? So he might be interrogating him. أما ذهبت. So now this is a sukoon over the ba, and now the ta, the mir for single male is used, and this is from the mukhatib. So Yusuf, his maternal uncle, Ibrahim's maternal uncle, is asking Ibrahim that you didn't go to school today. Ama dhahabta, you didn't go to school today. إلى المدرسة اليوم. So the moment you see a fatha over the noun yawm, know that it is coming as a zarf, telling you the time. So al-yawm you cannot say as day, you will say today. And the last here, the sentence is Ibrahim, he answers back to his uncle Yusuf, and now he wants to confirm his answer. So he's using Bala. ذهبت ورجعت بعد حصة الأولى. Now, you have to pay attention on this sentence. He confirms his answer by saying Bala, he went. Means he's confirming, proving that he went to the school. ذهبت. Now, these are all past tense, so that means I went to the school. He has already gone to the school, and this too is from, now there should be a sukoon over here. Now even if there is no haraka over the ba, you still know that there is a sukoon. So these are all grammar information that you should be knowing. If you get a book where no harakas are there, if you have the knowledge of grammar, you will know what harakas are there. So to is from ana, from the mutakallim group. I went. Wa raja'tu. Raja means I returned also. So raja, and there is a sukoon over the ain. Raja'tu, and I also returned. Ba'd, after. Ba'da is zarf. And when there is a zarf, the next noun is in the position of mudaf ilahi, making this and idafa. So this works as mudaf and this works as mudaf ilahi. Ba'dal hissati. Hissa means period. Al-ula. Now, ula is a feminine word used for hissa, because this is feminine, that's why ula has been used. And what is the sign of femininity? Alif maqsura in the nouns. This sign of femininity is used in the nouns, not the verbs, right? So what is the male of ula? It's ahad. Ahad. So that's how you answer when you are being interrogated. Here his uncles ask, Limaza raja'ata? Why? Limaza. Now, limaza is a questioning tool made up of two things. First of all, li harf jar, and then maza. Maza means what? And limaza, and both of them together makes the questioning tool why. Raja'ta, why did you return when you should be in school? So Ibrahim answers back, raja'tu. So you can see the damirs being used. Raja'tu, I returned. Li annani. Now, li anna, there is the sister of inna, li anna, because now he's giving his reasons, so that's why he's using li anna. So li anna is a harf particle, so it can be attached with all the first category damir, that is ya mutakallim, noon fa'ilin, then again from the mukhatib. Remember ka, ki, kuma, kum, kunna, from the ghaibs, ha, hu, hu, ha, huma, hum, hunna. So now he says because I. So he has to use the ya mutakallim. So there can be two types of attachment. First of all, it can be attached with the noon as it is, li anni, with one noon and shadda, li anni, or it can be attached with li annani. So the purpose of doing this is, first of all, it can be accepted this in this form also. So this is correctly anni, and it can be accepted with the extra noon attached here with a kasra. So as you know about the noon al-wiqaya, I have explained this many number of times. So if anybody is new here or have forgotten about it, so I'll repeat. uh, this extra noon is called noon al-wiqaya. It comes here to protect the noon of li anna. Okay, it has come here to protect the noon of li anna, this noon with shadda, so that the fatha remains intact. So another extra noon comes here. This is called noon al-wiqaya. And what is the purpose of this noon? That it will take the kasra that is being forced by the ya mutakallim. So that's why this is called noon al-wiqaya. Its purpose is only it comes to protect the haraka of the particle. So this form is also accepted and this form is also accepted. Li anni or li annani. So because I, you will translate this into because I am sick. Maridun, I'm sick. Now you can see what is ism li anna is the damir mutakallim ya, and what is the khabar li anna? Maridun. So it's in marfu case. So you can see it's doing the same action of sister of inna. Then Yusuf asked Ibrahim, Labas means don't worry, no problem, Labas. Dhahabta. Now he's asking a simple question. Now, when it is a simple question, you will see the questioning tool simply used for a simple question. Dhahabta ila tabibi means, did you go to the doctor? So let's see what is his answer. He says, Ibrahim says, Naam, dhahabtu. So when you see there is a simple question, dhahabta ila tabibi, did you go to the doctor? So there is no interrogating tone here. So you will answer your answer in confirmation with simple using Naam, dhahabtu. I went. Now we will see the tamarin, the exercises, and there is a simple question and answer here. Aina dhahaba Abu Ibrahim? Now from where will you start your answer? Dhahaba Ibrahim, Dhahaba Abu Ibrahima. So here you can see meme is having a fatha. Why? As it is an idafa Abu Ibrahim. Why isn't having a kasra here below the meme? Because Ibrahim is a foreign name and it cannot accept kasra. It's ghair munsarif. And that's why in majroor case, it will have a fatha to show its position. In mansub and majroor case, it will hold a fatha over it. Aina dhahaba Abu Ibrahim? Dhahaba Abu Ibrahim ila suqi. Wa aina dhahabat ummuhu? And where did his mother go? Where did his mother went? Where she went to her maternal auntie. So you will say dhahabat ummuhu ila khalati Zainaba. So you will start your answer from dhahabat and keep in mind the formula of jumla failure. Dhahabat fail ummuhu. When there is a noun being used, then you will not say that the hidden pronoun is hidden. So where is the file? Fail dhahab and is the file. Fail file ummuhu, his mother. When to where? إلى خال خال خاله. his khala. So instead of using khalati, you will use khalatahu. And khalatahu will be in the position of maf'ul bihi. Why? Because we have the fail, we have the file, and then we have the maf'ulun bihi. So ذهبت أمه إلى خالة. Sorry, it's the ism majroor because there is an ila harf jar being used here. So ila khalatihi. Now you can see if there is a kasra before the damir he, so instead of who it will have a kasra. Khalatihi. You cannot say khalatihu. It's totally wrong. So this is also you have to keep in mind the damirs from the ghaib group, they will change from dhamma to kasra in order to maintain the sound. Khalatihi Zainaba. Zainaba. And this is the غير منصرف names. All feminine names are غير منصرف. متى رجع إبراهيم من المدرسة؟ Raja. Now you will start your answer from Raja'a, fail, file, and Minal Madrasati, Ba'da. Since this is the Zarf, Ba'dal Hissati Ula. Hissati Ula. So you will write he returned after the first period. Now let's check the next question. Da hazihil alama. Alama means sign and da is the command that means put. Sign. Alama means sign. Amama, in front. Front. Where do you have to put? In front of these sentences. Jumal as-sahih. Those jumal, those sentences. This is plural form. And what is the singular of jumal? It's jumla. Jumla with ta marbuta. Sahihati. And since this is ghair aqal, that's why the sifa is being used for the singular feminine for jumal. And you have to put a cross sign in front of the sentences. Those are ghair sahih. Those are not correct. So let's check the sentences here. Ibrahim ibnu ukhti Yusuf. So think very carefully. Ibrahim ibnu ukhti Yusuf. He is the son of Yusuf's sister. Yes, correct. This is correct. This sentence is correct. Because Ibrahim is the son. Ibrahim is the son of whose sister? Ukhti Yusuf. This is mudaf and mudaf ilay. He is the sister of, Ibrahim is the son of the sister of Yusuf. So Yusuf is maternal uncle, remember? So it's correct. Then again, Yusuf, Ammu Ibrahim, he is Khal, not Am. So this is wrong. So this is wrong because he's Khal and maternal uncle. Akhawatu Ibrahim dhahabna ila maktabati. No, they went to madrasati, right? So this is wrong. Ikhwatu, brothers of Ibrahim, dhahabu ilal jami'ati. Yes, this is correct. They went to the university. Ibrahim ma dhahaba ila tabibi. Did he go to the doctor? Yes, he went to the doctor. So this is correct. So let's move on to the next question. Da fi amakin. Amakin is the plural of makan. So amakin, places. Al khaliyati. Khaliya means khali, empty spaces. Makan and khaliya is empty. And you can see the sifa used is feminine for غير عاقل أماكن. فيما يلي, that is the following sentences. الفي ذهب, you have to put all these empty blank spaces with ذهب. وأسنده, this is the command. أسنده, it. So here it's it. Means you have to form here the verbs accordingly, the sentence, accordingly to the sentence given with the attached damirs. Ila damir munasib, suitable damirs. So the first one is al awlad. So how are you going to know what damir you have to attach with dhahaba? First of all, check the sentence. Al awlad. Awlad is plural of walad, and this is referring to male plural. Are you facing means we are muhatab to these people? No, it's they are being spoken about, they are not in front of us. So these 2 points about the noun is very important. When you read the sentence, check, is it muhatab? No, you are not muhatab to anyone. We are just speaking about some children, some male children. So it's ghayab and it's male and it's plural. So this is all information you need to gather before deciding the damir with dhahaba. So we need male plural and we need a ghaib. So now go back and reshuffle in the ghaib groups. What is the male plural? It's waw al jama. So dhahaba plus waw al jama. The ha boo. Dhahabu with alif of protection. Ilal malabi. At-talibat. So are we mukhatib? No. Feminine. Talibat, feminine. Plural. We are not mukhatib, so it's ghaib. So what is the ghaib, feminine plural? Go back, reshuffle. It's with the noonun niswa. The hab na. Remember, if there is noon niswa, the ba will have a sukoon. The habna ila al-madrasati. Al-mudarris, male, singular, but we are not mukhatib, so it's ghaib. Remember, reshuffle, go back and check from the ghaib groups. What is for the male singular? Damir mustatir. So in case of damir mustatir, what verb are we going to use? Only dhahaba. Al-mudarrisu dhahaba. Dhahaba ilal fasli. So the huwa is hidden in it. Ana. Now, ana comes from the mutakallim. How will you attach ana damir? Go back and reshuffle. What is the damir in the mutakallims? That is two damirs, tu and na. So, dhahab, what are you going to use? Dhahab tu. Now, when you use the damirs of tu, nun al-fa'ilin, tati, tumatum, tunna, in the mutakallim and the mukhatib, these two groups will have a sukoon over the ba. Remember this, only there are changes in the ghaibs, not in the mukhatib and the mutakallim. ذهبت إلى المطار. Matar is the airport. Ukhti, my sister. So we are not mukhatib. So it's feminine, singular and ghaib. Ukhti ذهبت with the tatanis, and ba will have a fatha. Remember, ذهبت إلى المطبخ, to the kitchen. Aina dash ant. So this is a separate pronoun for you and male. So aina, you are going to use the damir from the mukhatib, male singular. So male singular and mukhatib. Aina dhahabta. Aina dhahabta. So this is how you are going to choose the damir with the verb dhahaba. Question number 4. Sahi al-jumal al-atiyata means you have to correct the coming sentences. Now, read the sentence carefully and check the damir. ذهبت إلى المستشفى يا محمد. what kind of damir are you going to use here? This tu is from which group? From the mutakallim. So you can't use can I go to the mustashfa ya Muhammad? So you are asking and you are mukhatib to whom, and how do you know that you are mukhatib to a certain person? The harf nida here tells you that you are mukhatib to Muhammad, single male. So you will use from the mukhatib group. The damir for the single male is, what is the damir for the single male? It's the ta. So you will use ذهبت إلى المستشفى يا محمد. So this is how you're going to correct the sentences. Next one is Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Zainabu. So we have three people. One, two, three. More than two. So that means we will use any damir that is plural for feminine. So let's check. Feminine, plural. Now, are we mukhatib to them? No, we are not mukhatib. And this is for the ghayab. We are just saying about them. Raja'u min al-jami'ati. Raja returned from the university. So is this pronoun correct? Waw al-jama. Remember, waw al-jama is from the ghayabs, but for the male plural. So what damir will you use from the ghayabs for the feminine plural? It is, try to remember what damir is for the feminine plural. Raja'na. Raja'na. And Ain will have a sukoon because this is noon niswa, and this is the proof that this is the pronoun noon niswa. Zumala'i, my friends. Dhahaba ila Makkata. Makkata is again a country, a city name, and it's a ghair munsarif, cannot take a kasra. Some countries or some city names like Makkah, Bakka, or Misr, they are all ghair munsarif. So Zumala'i means it's a plural for Zamil. Zamil means friend, colleague, partner, co-partner. So Zumala'i means my friends, my colleagues. Dhahaba. So are we going to use the verb for the single one? No. And we are not mukhatib to these people. So we will use male, plural, and ghayb. So what are we going to use? The habu. The habu. Ila makkata. Ana raja'ta. Now, ana, you are saying about yourself. So what kind of damir are you going to use from the mutakallims? To. أنا رجعت من الرياض أمس. So this is zarf, so it will have a fatha. Maryam was وبناتها. Maryamu wa banatuha means this ha is referring to Maryam. Maryam and her daughters. Banat is plural. Banatuha. Maryam and her daughters. Dhahabat ila juddata. So this is also ghair munsarif. So dhahabat, are we going to use for singular feminine? No. Maryam and banat. So it's plural feminine, plural, and ghaib. So what damir are you going to use? Same. The habna. With the ba sukoon, the habna. Ummi, feminine, singular. And qal. Ummi qal. Ana maridun. So what kind of verb are you going to use? You have a verb qala. Is it correct for ummi? No, it's not. You have to use as ummi qalat. Tatanis. You need to add the tatanis to show that one single feminine person is saying ummi qalat ana maridun. So this is how you have to keep in mind all the information about the damirs, past tense damirs. Question number 5. Ajib means answer. Anil asilatil atiya bin nafi means you have to answer these following questions. Bin nafi musta'amilan. Nafi means in negation. Musta'milan means using the negating particle ma. So all these are past tense questions. So we will be using as the negating particle ma. So, أذهبت إلى المدرسة أمس? Are you going to the school? Did you go to the? It's not present, it's past. Did you go to the school yesterday? So, how will you answer here? You will answer as it's a simple question. Naam. Naam. I went to the أنا ذهبت إلى المدرسة أمس. So that's how you're going to answer. أرجع أبوك من بغداد? Uh, you will say, sorry, we are going to use ma. So I'm so sorry, it's a mistake here. We have to negate the sentence. So you will say as ذهبت إلى المدرسة أمس. You will say ما ذهبت. Zahabtu. Now, keeping in mind that you are saying about yourself, Zahabtu. So, I will use the damir as no, I did not go to school yesterday. Araja abuka min Baghdad. Now we are talking about abuka, your father. So, how am I going to answer this? Ma raja. Ma rajahu. Ma raja. Ma raja'a min Baghdad. So this raja'a is for male singular and ghaib. So I will say ma raja'a min al Baghdad. He did not return from Baghdad. So male singular ghaib is damir mustatir. ذهبت أختك أختك إلى المستشفى. ذهبت أختك. أخت is feminine singular, right? And somebody is asking about your sister. So how are you going to answer? ذهبت أختك إلى المستشفى. ما ذهبت. ما ذهبت إلى المستشفى. So you will say ما ذهبت إلى المستشفى. So you're going to answer as ما ذهبت إلى أختي. ما ذهبت أختي. Because you're saying about your sister. So يا متكلم will be added. ما ذهبت أختي إلى المستشفى. Question number 6 is learn the usage of li anna, that is the sister of inna, and its meaning is because. So let's check these. Li anna is made up of li plus anna and min akhawat inna, and this li anna is from the sister of inna and it follows the same rule. So all these have been discussed. Li anna is added with huwa as li annahu. As I told you, this is a particle and it attaches with the first category pronouns, that is the li annahu, li annaha, li annaka, li annaki, all these pronouns. So there are some examples here. Raja'a Hamidun min al-madrasati li'annahu maridun. Because he is sick. He returned from the school because he is sick. Raja'at Aminatu min al-madrasati li'annaha maridun. Aminatu returned from the school because she is sick. Or it's all in past, so you can say she was sick. Raja'tu min al-madrasati means I returned from the school li'annani maridatun, because I am sick. Let's check the next one. Question. Iqra al-misal means you have to read the examples. Summa ajib anil asilati. Then answer these questions. Be naam aw bala. Now, actually, we are going to answer the questions that is a simple question and answering the question in confirmation with bala. So you check the structure of the question first. So this is a simple question. أذهبت إلى المدرسة أمس? Did you went to the school yesterday? So this is a simple question I'm asking. نعم ذهبت. I went. So this is the simple answer you will say. But if the tone changes with the ma, ما ذهبت إلى المدرسة yesterday? So asking about you asking about if you went to the school, really went to the school, I will ask again, did you go to the school yesterday? So I'm now interrogating, the tone of the question is being changed. So after hearing the tone, you will say, okay, I have to confirm my answer. You will say, Bala, ذهبت. Yes, of course I went to the school. So this will be your answer in confirmation. So then you use Bala. And in Quran also a lot of times there is this word used in the ayahs. You will come across Bala dhahabtu. I mean the noun Bala. Here is your answer in confirmation. So let's check the first one. Araja abuka mina suqi. Did your father return from the suq? You will say Naam. Uh, First of all, you will say Naam. Uh, Raja'a mina suqi. Raja'a. And remember, we are using the verb mina suqi. And Ama raja'a abuka min as-suqi. Now I'm interrogating. You will say Bala. Of course. Raja'a min as-suqi. Dash, dash, dash. أذهبت ليلى إلى الجامعة? Did she go to the university? You will say نعم. Then you will say ذهبت ليلى إلى الجامعة. Then now I'm interrogating. أما ذهب أخوك إلى الرياض? So what will you say? بلى. بلى. رجع رجع رجع. Whose brother? My brother. So you will say أخي. Okay. So you will say رجع بلى. رجع أخي. Sorry, it's ذهب. Anyways, you can use any verb here as long as your structure of the sentence is right. So you'll say بلى رجع أخي من رياضي. Or you can say رجع or ذهب أخي إلى رياضي. بلى رجع ذهب أخي من رياضي. So it's the same. Alhamdulillah, this is the end of the lesson. It was very short lesson and I hope everything is clear for you. Inshallah, I'll be back with the next chapter, next lesson, that is lesson number 5. Inshallah, meet you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.